Live and direct. Coming to bring another video out here real quick to shed light, you know what I'm saying? To break some bread with the brothers and sisters more so. But this is, I would have to say, with all due respect, this is really for the men. It's really for the brothers. And I know that we're all are managing our lives due to the wonderful circumstances that we're in. And I went ahead and I put that out there. I'm deliberately said wonderful because I'm trying to accentuate the positive more so, because I find that, especially for us African brothers, black men, is that, you know, the bottom, whether you're on the bottom or the top, there's so much that you're facing. And I think it's a brilliant thing, and we should look at it in an honorable way because we have more to attain and we have more to aspire to. And with doing so, as we gradually grow, we got to bring up some brothers. We got to pull them up, pull them out of the abyss for those who want to be brought out. You understand? But also, at the end of the day, and quite primarily, we have to rid the perversions. Or perhaps, if we can look at it in a way, listen to what I'm saying, because this is also going into us reforming culture and establishing reclamation for future generations of where we ought to go. Not just for us, but for what's not only behind us, but ahead of us. A beautiful trinity, past, present, and future. Everything runs on time. Is it not so? You understand? So this is really breaking bread to all my brothers and sisters in the Hollywood world, those in the hood who got good jobs, engineers, bus drivers, train dispatchers or whatever, airline hosts, ticket agents, ramp agents. This is speaking to everybody because there's levels to this, but we have to be willing to be patient and to thrive, continually thrive, to earn our rightful throne. And so we have much to prove, especially the black man. And that's all because of what we're up against, because of what's at the end of the tunnel for us. Not just at the end of the tunnel more so, but just more, if I can put it in a more sensible way, because I mentioned that we have much to attain to and to aspire to, which is indefinitely true. Is that when we get to this place, when we get to that position of power, how do we handle it? What do we orchestrate? What do we foster in our children? How are we looking to secure our legacy? What kind of wealth, what degree of wealth are we establishing to sustain our posterity? Now, some brothers may look at me and be like, yo, he talking all this righteous stuff and he at the bottom. Consider, brother or sister, that even though I might be at the bottom, and some people out there may be trying to scandal me or name me this or that, I don't care. I ain't looking to impress nobody. I'm here making videos to impart that which I know, and I'm speaking from the heart. As above, so below. Anybody could be brought down and taken down. If I got $1 billion, my life is no better than a bum on the street. Why? Because I'm so humble. What my practice of humility also is to know that my life is my life. Tomorrow I could wake up or maybe not. I could go in the middle of the street and bam, everything is taken away from me by what? The Most High. That's how humble I am. But in doing so, that doesn't mean, brothers and sisters, we got to be gullible. We have to continually bow out and heavily compromise that which is going to mess with our bloodline. Do you follow me? So if this is coming from a so-called garbage man, then what about the brothers and sisters that's doing their things at the top? We all like to talk about let's get on one accord. Well, never forget where you came from. Where we practice and establish law and order. Because I'm gonna tell you, the reason why I said established is because there are some things in this world right now that are prevalent and it continues to prevail, which are perversions. Now, some perversions could be not could be, it is out here for us to triumph. Who wants to stay at the bottom for all their life? Because I'm going to tell you, with all respect, dude, them Hollywood brothers and sisters that's out there, celebrities that's doing their thing, they know what's up too. But we temper what we say. And we handle ourselves and we say certain things. We may put it out there with certain degrees because we know, like, yo, we don't want to take it too far because of ignorance, inflamed egos, right? Which might just go ahead, and which a lot of people do out here, react off of emotion rather than be rational. See, I'd rather be patient and do what I do. A lot of people want the success overnight. This, that. No, no, no. Because for all that we did, I said it before and I'll say it again, as I broke bread not too long ago with two brothers, is that we have a hard time accepting the truth. So whenever it is imparted on us, we feel away. We feel attacked. And that comes from a sense, brothers and sisters, from having a low self-esteem. However, with the complexities of life in adulthood, we have to learn and know how to measure things, sort it out, and know how to address and how to respond rather than react. It's an art. Yeah, it's a crafty thing. Yes, it is, brothers and sisters. And I continue to say what I say because I don't like what I see out there with my brothers and sisters. Those at the bottom and those at the top. There are some things that I guess that are simply just. But I'm going to go ahead and say this. By the looks of my hair alone, which defies gravity, because that's what the African man and woman has. That's what we have. That we've been blessed with that. So whether I'm here out here enjoying my freedom or my brothers and sisters in jail, you still have what you have. I made a video breaking bread and saying that even if the brother in jail or the sister in jail get cut, that cut wants to heal itself. Which means what? You still have mercy of the Creator, because look what the Creator has made from the beginning of time. Do you see how deep I just got with that simple little thing? This is why I love simplicity. You think that's voluntary, that you're controlling the speed of the healing of your wound? Or is that the Creator's doing? Are you controlling the heartbeat and the blood that continue to run through your body when you go to sleep for however many hours? A lot of these politics and what's been going on out here and false narratives and false pretenses got us mixed up and perverted and distorted. Listen, brothers, sisters, this is not a game. And to my European brothers and sisters, I see what kind of game y'all got going on out here with the kind of powers, the so-called powers that y'all use through electronic devices. But that it irritates me more than anything else. It doesn't spook me out. It don't scare me. It irritates the shit out of me. But due to my level of compassion and my wanting of joy in this freedom, to whatever degree, because I'm looking to establish more, it comes with a level of compassion. And I look to reason upon certain things, and I just happen to brush certain things off, because I won't give you guys the satisfaction to let it get the best of me. So brothers and sisters, pass the word and let it be known. This here still grows, defies gravity. This in itself speaks a whole lot. as to who we are. But there are strength in numbers, brothers and sisters. So it's continue as we continue to be divided. Y'all know how this go. Divided but together we come strong. Come on, man. We've been doing this for years upon years, but when are we really gonna establish that real unity and love without letting the egos get inflamed and all this bullshit and want for material things get all up in the way? How long? If you're gonna continue to be compromised for the love of your job and your money, well then that's that. Well, you have your fate, brothers and sisters. I don't wish bad on nobody, but it is what it is. And I'm not just coming, I ain't trying to come from no biblical sense. This is straight spiritual and science. What more do I need to say or prove, man? You know what? I know there are some things that I'm lacking due to the construct that has been built to try to make it seem as if, okay, well, if this person got this and he got that, he or she is valid, especially being an African man. Well, I'm gonna tell you what, if I big up my chest and I get it up to par and I big up my biceps and all that, da 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 da, that's gonna make me more for what? Brothers, you know, I'm not saying we're gonna just neglect trying to or doing our best to. I don't want to speak words of doubt. I'm not gonna say try, doing our best to uh, redevelop this body and to become totally healed, which is a totally difficult thing. But I made some observances to those who got wonderful, bright, shining eyes and wonderful bodies. I'm so spiritual that I could take one look at you and tell that you have been perverted. You have been compromised and you got something dwelling in you that's ill. I'm not condemning you now because we all got something that we're facing. But what I'm trying to say here, in essence, is that for all that we have been taught, all that we've been talking about as far as black power and this and that, look how we're living in 2024. One of the so-called richest men in America is a black man. I think his first name is Richard. Forgot the last name, but it kind of slips my mind at the time. But for all that, I mean, do you? How many brothers and sisters in the hood know of that man? And what kind of programs have he facilitated so he can firmly come and really cling on to his tribe, which is why I talk about getting back to tribes, and start to move, make some major moves, and then we feed off one another. Or y'all gonna continue to talk about we Moors out here, this, that, and the third, but yet we so goddamn disunified. Brothers and sisters, we got work to do, get that spirit right, and we have to build. Yeah, I'm upset and I'm talking passionate. Because it's so hard for me to get through to so many people, because every time I do interrupt this, it's like something comes to interrupt. It happens all the time, and I said this before. So what are we gonna do? I'm getting tired of talking, man. This is gonna be what it's gonna be, man. Y'all wanna continue to do what y'all do to live y'all life, to try to appease people at this, that, and the third, but go ahead and do what you do. And it is what it is, right? I tried talking to many out there, but many ain't looking to get with me because they don't know. I don't know what it is. Because with all due respect, I don't really cling on to a lot of people out there because I see what's going on with them, and I can see, because I give the benefit of the doubt. Hence the reason why I talk what I talk. But when I go out there, y'all, I see what happened and I see what's occurring. And that's I have to say that it's too hard for one man to do. Well, maybe yes, I do got to get my constitution in order, mind, body, and soul, more so. But I'm gonna tell you this, and this applies to every black man out there, especially and primarily. To whom much is given, much is required. Knowledge is power. But let's think about this, brothers and sisters. What does it take? Let's think about the first man and woman on earth. Give whatever names you want to name. But the Creator did not speak in no blah, 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 tongue to say move left and move right, carry this, pour this. Everything was spoken through the land. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, in which everything is taught by what? Nature and time. So, what was commanded? And this is going to come as an intercedence to my European family because they have been in a position of power and misusing it. Because if it was real established love out here, in which I would have to surely give the benefit of the doubt that it is as extensive, but it's very, I guess, far and few, is that if it was really how it ought to be, we would have a better world by now. More established priests, less crimes, for all that we like to fluff up and glorify here, especially in America, in most major cities where African people reside. Because in other countries where they have a homogenous state, they're doing their thing. Big shout out to my Asian family that got crime on an extremely low that other countries can't even come close to. That in itself gives credence to their legacy, to their heritage. Yo, man, there there are some things out here where I just what I know that lies upon my heart. Even just when I rest my eyes upon certain people and I make contact, it shakes them up. And that's how I know something spiritual is going on out here, heavy and it's wicked. I'm gonna tell y'all, and I'm not gonna keep saying this shit. Don't think that I fear anybody. It's just the temperament and the tolerance and the patience that I have for such foolishness and ignorance that I'm not willing to put up with because I'll be ready to explode. And I think it's getting more detrimental because of the hardship that I continue to face, which I don't, whatever attributes to it or whatever, it is what it is. I don't cry or bicker. But for as long as I continue to endure and learn losses that I take and endure, which have been incurred for many, don't think I have to be all and teeter-tottering or whatever, what people, no. When that word get out, move on it. It's not just going to take one, brothers and sisters. Stop messing with that Jesus philosophy. Because if anything, that Jesus philosophy is supposed to be waking up, which is an energy. Many names we could attribute to that concept in each and every one of us. Listen, I'm not saying, or I'm not trying to come off as what I know is absolute. But I know one thing, brothers and sisters, I have been made privy to a lot of things, and I bear witness within. I have sound right reasoning, and there's a lot of resonance. When you know how to tune in to that station of the Creator, you start to see and bear witness to a lot. Whatever questions or concerns people got of me, hail me up. Hit me up. In fact, hit me up. Hail me up when you want to drop a line, whatever. I'm here. If I continue to take the sacrifices and do what I do, so can you. But for the betterment of where we're going. Not to keep feeding into some kind of perpetual feeding machine that it doesn't really bear fruit, because for all we attain, the hair, the melanin, and this and that, and the genetic traits, I'm so sorry, brothers and sisters, I don't see it. We've been graduating with masters and PhDs and all of this for years upon generation and generation, and still, what do we really have to show that's really effective that we can say, yo, that right there, that's it. That's the absolute truth, and we're building on that. Where we own communities, land, provinces, towns. Come on, man. Come on, man. So, as I close, to my European brothers and sisters, as I said, I know there are some things moving out there right now, and it is existential, which will only be shown to a few that are working on their way up the ladder. Is that learn more so. And this is something I'm talking to myself here as well. How to effectively communicate and build with one another, and let humbleness and humility be the prime emotional factors on where we're going in the future. Because whether you like it or not, it is what it is. The more melanated should not be living so degenerated in this day and age. If we talking about real love out here, if this real love have to be associated with clinging on to a religion, then what are we really looking at with all the establishments of what we have out here today? Where is all the sanctity if that's the case? Where is the utopia? Rest my case. Peace and love, y'all. Ashe.